Congress is facing the lame duck session. Lawmakers are continuing their push for a number of legislative proposals. Here's One America's Emily Lambert with the weekly Capitol Hill recap.
Lawmakers have now departed on their Thanksgiving recess after a busy week on Capitol Hill. The week kicked off on Monday with representatives returning to the House for the first time since the 2020 election. Democrats in the lower chamber are reeling from the results, as the next Congress will see a notably slimmer majority. With the future of the chamber in mind, legislators held party leadership elections on Wednesday. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi retained her position, and Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy was upheld as the head of the Republican caucus. And in the upper chamber, as senators moved forward on their second week back to the Capitol, the Judiciary Committee heard from tech leaders on their role in the 2020 election. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey appeared before the committee to discuss Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act on Tuesday.
I don't want the government deciding what content to take up and put down. I think we're all in that category. But when you have companies that have the power of governments, have far more power than traditional media outlets, something has to give.
Both tech leaders agreed changes to Section 230 should be considered in the future. And on Wednesday, lawmakers made progress towards passing an annual spending bill ahead of the December 11th deadline.
I am very hopeful that we will pass an omnibus that will appropriate for all of the government to stay in operation without any kind of pause, with any kind of shutdown.
Senate Republicans reportedly met with the White House to discuss a $1.4 trillion full-year omnibus appropriations bill. The White House reportedly signaled approval of the deal, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he believes Speaker Pelosi also likely wishes to pass such legislation. And staffers for party leaders in both chambers reportedly met to discuss the legislation on Thursday. The other major spending bill on lawmakers' minds is the next stimulus relief package. Thursday, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer indicated Senator McConnell is willing to resume negotiations. This comes as Democrats and Republicans have been at a stalemate on the legislation for months, with Democrats proposing a hefty $2.2 trillion bill and Republicans opting for a more targeted $500 billion bill.
I'm open to a targeted bill, roughly of the amount that we recommended, $500 billion, which is not nothing, narrowly targeted at schools, at healthcare providers, at PPP, and of course liability reform.
Lawmakers are slated to return from their Thanksgiving recess on November 30th. Emily Lambert, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.